Hey, what's up, everybody? So, we got episode 75. Today, I was going to talk about charts and how I use charts, but screw that shit. All right. We don't need that shit. Why? Because I grew my account from $500 8 trading days ago now to not north of 12,000, approaching 12,000, $11,800. Again, from 500 to 11,800. Now, how the hell do I do that? That's what you guys want to know, right? That's why I'm changing the topic today. I've been on fire for 11 straight days, okay? Real quick, let's just give you a glass half empty story, okay? Yesterday morning, I had 7 Moderna contracts that I sold for between $6 and $12 each, meaning $600 and $1,200 per contract. I had 7. Today, they went as high as $5,500 per contract. So instead of having 12,000 and bragging about that, I would have had close to 40,000, which makes me want to cry if I held them just one day more. But I tell you guys, secure profit. Do it over and over again. So yeah, this shit happens. Instead of looking at it half empty, the glass, let's look at how we're going to make money. We make money from predictions. So I'm on fire lately. What did I say yesterday about AMC? I said, if you're in that piece of shit stock, there's no short anymore. If you want to support AMC, it's retail trader versus retail trader, and it's probably going to be under $30 soon. Did I think it was going to happen today? Kind of, but it did. All right. Next, what did I say about Zoom yesterday? Zoom, I was like $400 soon. Gee, Matt, why would it be at $400 soon? Well, if we're having this COVID outbreak again, which again, I don't really care that much about, but in the chance that schools have to go back to Zoom, in the chance that you're doing work from home and you're connecting through Zoom, Zoom will be at 400. Where'd it go today? 402. What did I say it had the possibility of doing? 420. So it's not going to happen today, obviously, but Zoom will be at 420. Next, Moderna. So why was I in Moderna? Because, and I'm telling you how I grew my small account, okay? I'm going to break it down for you later, but you want to know the exact trades. I'm telling you that the exact trades so you can figure it out and play something similar if you'd like. Okay, so Moderna, I've been mentioning it now for what? 6, 7, 8 straight days. I scalped it 4 times out of 5 days last week. Let's explain what scalp means. It means I waited for it to drop to like 308. I bought some options. It would then spike to 319. I would sell my options for over 100% gain. What would I do the next day? When it was at 319, it would drop to like 317. I would buy some options. It would go to 331. I would sell my options. Boom, a scalp. Same day trade. Okay, you're in, you secure profit, you're out. All right. So what other trades would I do? I would enter the SPY. So the SPY is basically the direction of the market. And we know even when I'm bad or having a bad trade, I'm still calling the market point blank. So the point is, if I'm playing the SPY and I say the market's going to recover, boom, I'm in the SPY, talking about some huge gains, right? Or I say the market's going to throw up on itself. I buy some puts on the SPY. Boom. What else did I trade? UVXY. Now, I only trade the UVXY when it spikes. I buy puts when it spikes. When volatility in the market spikes, I buy puts. Why? Because we're at all-time highs. If we weren't at all-time highs and when it was the middle of the pandemic, like the beginning, yeah, there could be days the market would sell off like 1,000 points. Then the next day it would gain 800 points. Do you remember days like that? When the market is more volatile, the UVXY will spike, okay? Let's talk about some recent trades that I closed out, okay? Again, small account to big count, and I'll tell you how I got there. But I traded Caterpillar with profit. I still have some longer positions. Okay, I averaged down on Monday. I expect a nice bounce. Now, these industrials were the most sold off stocks today. So if you're thinking Caterpillar, oh God, remember the Dow just hit an all-time high yesterday. Caterpillar was pushing 209. People were taking profit as the Dow was throwing up. Industrials were hurt the most. Okay, so my SOFI lotto ticket yesterday, I didn't know Kramer was going to talk about the stock. SOFI, it was down at like $15.05. I entered into some options. This one I will be specific on, okay? It's a very big lotto play. I bought some options at $36. It went down to $26. I bought more at $26. It went to $23. I didn't say anything about it. It closed at $25, right? So this morning, and my lotto play for SOFI was it could touch $16.27, which I said yesterday. And I said 66% chance I'm going to be correct that it happens either tomorrow, Thursday, or Friday, and we get out with like a 300% profit. Now, there would be a 33% chance I'm wrong. Now, who helped my cause? Jim Cramer, that douche, okay? Still a douche, and I'll explain to you why. But the point is, those options went from 25 cents, and they went as high as $1.10 today, maybe even $1.15. Point is, what's the return? Like 300%. Okay. Sorrentino Therapeutic. I entered into that one yesterday. I paid $70 per contract, $72 per contract. It closed at 79. I sold at 84. Why? It spiked to 850 today. Did anybody call that yesterday? This dude right here. Now, why did I sell? Because Jim Cramer, that schmuck, he said he wouldn't be buying this shit, and people actually listened to him. So I actually think it could go back down. And I just figured I would secure profit because that's what I tell you guys to do. All right. So let's talk about what I liked again from yesterday. Zoom 400, boom, it hit there today. Zoom this morning, in and out twice, okay? And I'm going to tell you how to do these trades. But you asked me how I got from 500 to 12,000, so I'm giving you the complete summary, all right? You'll notice the same stocks over and over again. Zoom, I was in yesterday at $4.40, out this morning at $8.40. Then around 10 o'clock this morning, Zoom went down. I got back in at $520 per contract, out at $11.20. Okay, over 100% each time. And then again, my gift of today was Roblox. I got in on the morning dip on Roblox today, okay? And I said, I really like this chart. If it has an inflow day, it's going to pop past 80. Maybe it'll make its way north of $83 or $84 later in the week. Again, Roblox. So what happened when it dipped this morning, when Zoom dipped and Roblox dipped and the NASDAQ dipped around like 10 a.m., maybe 9:50, maybe 10:10, I bought the second half of my position. I was like, wow, I originally paid $2.30 for each contract, and it was down to $2.07. And I said I was waiting to fill the second half of my position, which is why I tell you guys, don't purchase options before 10:30 or too early in the market, because the bid is here, the ask is there, even when you're correct, which I was. I originally paid $2.30 for Roblox, and then I bought it for $2.07 each. So I saved 10%. And I only, half a position. Okay, what else did I call today, all right? I called apps, APPS, at $63.30. That's exactly where it finished. But yeah, I really like the chart, and I expect it to do quite well in the upcoming days. Oh, also, Las Vegas Sands. I got in at $78 per contract. I got out at $100 per contract, basically. So I made like 25%, and then it went down really quick. It like bottomed. I got in on the way down, so I paid 67 cents for the same position because I tell you guys, step and repeat. So my plan was to buy the $67 contract and sell it for like $85, okay? Again, looking to make 25%. However, it went down. Las Vegas Sands went down to like $47 per contract. I bought more at $55. I bought some more at $49. I'm waiting for pop right now. Now I'd be happy out at $75 per contract, okay? Which it would imply probably like what, a 23-cent gain, which would be like a 40% move tomorrow. So I am looking for Las Vegas Sands to pop tomorrow. Now, one stock that I mentioned yesterday as a new stock, it was the top of my watch list because I just added it for you guys. It was TTD. So what happened today? I think it popped like 3.5%, 4%. Also a very nice chart. If TTD, if you like it, I think it's going probably to $99. I think it's sitting around $86.50 right now. Maybe it's down after hours. The point was, I liked it at like $83. I still like it. I'm not buying it at $86, but if the market consolidates tomorrow, the tech goes down, I'm looking for entry. That's one of the stocks I'm looking to get in. Qualcomm, I got in. I think it had a positive day. I don't have a huge position, so I don't check everything. And then again, what else? Oh, new stock that I mentioned to lifetime members first, because we have a lifetime chat. If you're a lifetime platform member, we have a specific chat for you on the side. We have over 100 members, which is great. We have over 1,000 platform members, which is great. We have a community for everybody as well. But lifetime members, I mentioned one new stock to you guys today when it was 148. TDOC. TDOC. It was 148. I said it looked tasty. I think it closed at 149.50, so up a whole percent. But if you're in options like I am, I think I'm up close to 18% on that one. Okay, what else? So let's get to my small account challenge, all right? I start with $500 in my account. Well, first, somebody asked, do the thumbs up really make a difference? Yes, analytics matter. So please, if you're appreciating me sharing my information with you, give me the thumbs up. Tell me you like my video. Tell me what you didn't like about the video. There are still 3 people, I think they're all related, that don't like the video, but I'll take it because it adds to the analytics. Okay, so my small account, understand I started with $500, okay? Like everybody else, I had FOMO. So I want to get into a trade when it's dipping, meaning I want to plan ahead. So there are certain stocks that I'll look at, none around earnings. I don't want to get into Roku after it's down 9% off earnings, hoping that it'll spike back up. Because if I only have $500 into my small account, guess what? The first trade I make, it better be damn successful. Do you understand that? Like if you screw up your $500 account and you're down to $250, now you have to double your account to just get back to $500. So when your first trade is successful and you go from $500 to $900, great. Then you sit on the side. And I'm just giving you theory right now. You're waiting for the best damn trade. So now you're on the side with your $900 and you enter into a new trade for like $300-$400. If it makes profit, great. If it goes down 40%, you use your remaining $600 to average down, and then you set a new ask price. When the stock pops back up, as they always do with my stocks, because I know there's demand coming, I just don't know the timing. So when I average down, I'm doing it because I know the stock is going back up. If I didn't think the stock was going back up, then yeah, if it's going down, 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 you don't average down every freaking day. You'll kill your account. Okay, so small account challenge. I'm planning ahead, whatever stock it is. Somebody mentioned FCX to me today. They said, hey, do you think it's the bottom? A platform member. They did a posting. Everybody can post whatever they want. So I went and I looked at the chart. I looked at the 1 month chart and I saw that it was consolidating today, meaning there was an outflow day. So if the Dow gets beat up tomorrow, then it'll probably consolidate more. But if not, yes, it could be a bottom. We have 2 days till Friday. So if you get into an option on Wednesday afternoon when it looks beat up and nobody wants it, they're going to sell it to you for a cheap price. So if you get just one FCX option, that's it. Here's what we do. You buy one option. If that shit goes down, you can buy a second or a third. If it goes up, you're looking to secure profit. So if you got into FCX today and the market recovers tomorrow and industrials move tomorrow or Friday and the Dow recovers a little because maybe more people are getting vaccinated or there are good numbers in the economy, who knows? You're playing off so much data, but you must have game theory. Okay, so that's what it is. You're entering at a dip. So I mentioned Square the other day, right? So Square dipped hard at open. And then what did it do? It shot up like 10%. Okay, I made 280% on that trade. So if you have $500, right, and you say you have two contracts and it goes up 280%, your $500 is now worth $1,400. Mine was worth $1,200. So my first trade went from $500 to $1,200. And then I sat on the sidelines and I did use a day trade. So when I tell you guys, and here's why you use a day trade. If you use unsettled funds, it counts as a day trade. It counts as a marginalized account. So if you're using Robinhood or whatever, and you're using unsettled funds, I don't know if other platforms let you, but Robinhood lets you do it. And that's where my small account is. So I took my account, 500, 1,200, then I put the 1,200 in something else. So I was using unsettled funds. So now it puts me on a margin account, which means 4-day trades in 5-day period, and they will freeze my account. So I can only do 3-day trades. What else did I do that day? I entered into a second day trade. I took the 1,200 up to 1,400. I was so happy that I made quick 10%, a quick $200. However, I used a second day trade up. Okay, so that was the problem. But again, I saw something dipping, and if I was correct when it turns around. Also, the other day, like pins, right? Pins was down, 20%? It went to $51 or something to that extent. Now, keep in mind, Snap is up. Twitter's up. They're all up. So you have to have game theory there. You say to yourself, all right, pins could bounce. All right. That makes sense. Now, if airlines were bouncing and one of your airlines was left behind or something like that, I would say it could bounce. But right now, airlines are not a good play. So you have to look for stocks or industries where there's demand. Right now, the chip makers, what is it? STX, WDC, TSM, they look to have some demand. AMD, NVIDIA. So again, when something consolidates, say AMD. Now, bad example because AMD is one of the most traded stocks. But let's say you like NVIDIA and NVIDIA comes out with some type of bad news and it's off 8%. You say to yourself, okay, that news doesn't really affect it. I know they're number one in the marketplace. It dropped 8%. I'm going to enter right here. And that's called getting the best entry. It's called planning ahead. You have a watch list of 70 stocks. You're looking for some bad shit to happen without any real news. You're looking for two institutions to sell off your position. And like they did for Zoom yesterday. Zoom, I got in so cheap. Again, my game plan on Zoom was it was going to hit $400 soon. Okay, I would love for it to happen this week, but I didn't need it to happen this week. It goes to 385, I'm profitable. 388, I'm profitable. 392, you get what I'm saying? I didn't know it was going to 400 today. I do think it's going to 420 soon, and when it goes to 420, it'll go to 450. All right, so that's how you plan ahead. I got in Zoom cheap yesterday at $4. I could have sold for $16 today. That's 300%. If I'd held on to my Moderna options from 2 days ago, my account was at $3,000. It would be north of 40,000. Okay, so that's how it happens. Okay, I mean, though, that's a home run. That's like a grand slam, bases loaded. You hold on to 7 contracts at $4.60. $460 each, and they're worth $5,500 today, or actually $6,500 today. That's how high Moderna went. So that would be a grand slam. And again, if I didn't teach you guys to take profit, I probably would have been greedy and still holding, but then I'd be bragging to nobody because I wouldn't have a platform, because I teach rules at work. Although those rules won't allow you to hit a grand slam all the time. I should have sold my Roblox options today when I was up 100%. But I happen to think Roblox was going higher, and I remember what happened with Moderna, so I held on to them, and now I'm up 130%. And if Roblox goes even higher, which if tech is strong, now tech is struggling. Some tech is strong after hours. Some tech is throwing up after hours. Some Dow stocks are strong after hours. So I'm not making a prediction about tomorrow yet. But I did tell you AMC was going under 30, so I want credit for that. I want credit for Zoom over to 400. DocuSign. Love that company. Hit $301 today. So again, all right, let's go back to my small account challenge because I'm losing focus here, okay? Small account. You're making trade. You're exiting out. So if you only have 3 day trades on the week, let's assume you're only going to make 4 trades the entire week. All right, you have a small account, $500. If you can profit 25% from each trade, okay, that's $125. Let's say you just make 3 trades because you want to use them all as day trades. All right, you're 375 positive. You start the next week at 875. Now you do 3 day trades. You make 175 per trade. Okay, that's another 5.25. After 2 weeks, you're up to $1,400. Although it doesn't seem like a lot, it's small piles. It's individual trades and securing profit. So I tell people over and over, when the market was okay a couple months ago and I was on fire for like 45 out of 47 days, we were making 100% on every call that I made, which was great. And then I warned everybody, hey, it's not always going to be like this. You must follow the rules. And those who didn't blew up their accounts when the market got real wishy-washy from July 5th for another week and a half, okay? But everybody that stayed focused and understood, we're taking small profits. All right. If I only entered into Las Vegas Sands once today, I'd be caught holding the bag. I entered, I secured 25% profit. So when I re-entered and then it dipped and I bought more, I'm kind of playing with house money. But again, my investment in Roblox is like $12,000. My investment in Las Vegas Sands is like $2,000. So there's a different concept. I would put more money in options that have 4-letter strong tech stocks. So let me interrupt the lesson real quick and get to what I think about the market. If the market pushes higher, you want to be in the best damn stocks you can find, meaning the ones the institutions want to be in. I mention MSTR, MicroStrategy, all the time as my Bitcoin or crypto play, okay? Why? Because it's 98% institutionally owned, which means institutions are holding that until Bitcoin goes to 80,000. Then they might start selling it, or if they need money. But that's the point. Supply, demand. They're not selling. It went up like what, $60 today, $70 today? I don't know. It was strong. I speak about every time it dips, I buy more contracts. That's what I do with MicroStrategy. That's how you make money. You plan ahead. When something like MicroStrategy dips to $613 this morning, you don't say to yourself, oh, let me sell my contracts while it's down. If you're selling your contracts when it's down, you need a platform. You need some help. Okay, I know some people that will watch a stock. They think it's going to go up today. It opened up down this morning. People that were in my stock, and they scare sold it. Sorrentino Therapeutics opened up down, and they sold for a loss instead of letting it hit 850 like I said it would. Okay, people that had Zoom when it spiked to 383, they sold. Not when it spiked to 402. There's a difference. So some people say, well, okay, well, you told me to secure profit, bro. You told me to secure profit. But what I said about Zoom is if the market is going down, meaning the Dow is going down and people are scared about COVID, Zoom is going to spike hard. So if it spikes like Roblox, when I held on, it spiked, then it consolidated. It spiked, it consolidated. That's what I expect from these leading stocks. NVIDIA, Zoom, Roblox is good. I'm sure I can name a couple other. I bet Google looks good right now. I don't even have Google on my watch list, which is Alphabet, which I really should. But I bet that's okay. So back to small account. Again, you're in a small account. You're struggling. You can't do stupid things. You see somebody else making money, or you have FOMO because the stock already looks like it recovered. You're saying, I was looking at Alibaba. It went to 194. I thought it'd be at 200. And then it reverses to like 196. And you're like, oh shit, I got to get in. I got to get in. And then you pay too much. And then it dips after, because that happens a lot. When stocks, they don't go straight up. So there's always like some type of consolidation period. Point is, it goes up. You bought it on the way up. You paid too much. It consolidates, and then you sell it at a loss. So you don't even get to execute your strategy. If that is you, I'm here to help you be more efficient. I teach you not to trade with emotion, okay? Somebody asked me, how come I'm always yelling at people? Because I repeat a lot of these lessons, and people just don't get it. We don't trade with emotion. We plan. We plan like we're computers, okay? Someone paid me a compliment and told me, dude, that guy, Matt, he must use some type of computer or artificial intelligence because he predicts the market like crazy. You know what I use? I use my phone. I'm the dude sitting on the terrace smoking this and looking at my phone. Maybe I'll go in for my laptop. All right, so small accounts, back to them, okay? Use your day trades. Plan wisely, secure profit. If you enter for $300 and you bought 1 or 2 contracts, you say to yourself, you don't say what price you want to sell it at. You say, okay, I'm in for $300. I would like to make 30%. That would be $90. Then you say to yourself, what did I pay for the contract? I paid $1.50, let's say. So what's 1.3 times $1.50? Okay, you do the math. You say it's $1.95. So as soon as you buy the contract, okay, I don't care, small account or not, you're going to use a day trade. You bought it for $1.50. You're going to put in to sell it at $1.95. If it sells today, great. You just secured $90 profit from a single trade, or 30%. If it doesn't sell today, you didn't use a day trade, and you're going to put in to sell it the same thing tomorrow. If it goes down and you need to average down, you have the money on the side. So people that put all their money in their accounts and they don't have any money to average down, you're doing it the wrong way. I've told you that before. You must have money to average down, small account or otherwise. You only have $500. Great. Your first purchase is $150. Okay, it goes down 40% to $90. You buy 2 more at $90. So 90, 90, and 150, that's $330. You're in for $330 out of your $500. You still have money on the side. Anybody that tells me you can't do it because you need a lot of money, well, they're not following the rules. It's as simple as that. So hopefully I helped you guys. I pointed out a number of my positions that I was in and out. Now you'll notice a lot of my positions are industry leaders. Zoom, tech leader, okay? And a lot of the stocks, again, Moderna was leading the biotech, and it would do it every day, down and up, down and up. So plan, FCX, Cleveland Cliffs, AAX, which is US Steel, all infrastructure plays. Caterpillar, it's a utilities play. All right. So there are certain stocks that are getting beaten up that I'm looking at right now. All right. I also mentioned, for anybody late, TDOC is one of my new favorites, TDOC. I have no position. Well, I do have a position. I bought 1 option. I don't have much more than that. All right, let's get to slides real quick. Let's do that shit. Oh, I can curse, right? I can't say it. Okay, this was my lotto play yesterday. I mentioned it near close. I bought it $36 per contract. It went down to 26. It went down to 23. It closed at 25. They're currently worth 65. I said, make sure you secure profit. All right. It was still earlier than 10:30, but this contract went up to $1.10. I don't care. We secure profit. If you went from $25 to 65, you're making over 100%. Next slide, please. All right, why we diversify. I was showing you guys, I had multiple positions. There's some SOFI. They were worth 31 cents. Again, I sold it for 100% gain. Caterpillar, I exited that position at like $2.50. So yeah, I lost 5% on that today. And Sorrentino Therapeutic, I sold those for 84 cents. So like 20% up from that. Okay, next slide, please. Roblox, my position this morning. This was the first position I took, 11 contracts. It was $77 and change, okay? I said to myself, if I'm right, Roblox will go north of $83, $84 by the end of the week. I believe tech will be strong. So that's why I purchased. I said, if it's an inflow day, I can get a couple points out of this. So when it went back down, again, I was in at 221. When I purchased more at $2.07. So even though if it was up and only up from there, I wouldn't have bought anymore. If it never dipped, I would only have 11 contracts. Let's go to another slide, please. And I will get some questions. Somebody said, what is the dark pool? Please let me know what the dark pool is. Okay. So here, with all the trading volume, 100% of the market volume, 1% happens pre-market or after hours. 17% happens during the dark pool, okay? The dark pool is this, okay? You want to buy coin. You want to buy Tesla. You don't want to affect the price because you're going to buy let's say 100,000 shares of Tesla. If you were going to buy 100,000 shares of Tesla, it would push it up like $100 on the open market. So you don't want that to happen, but you want 100,000 shares. So how do you buy it? You buy it in the dark pool. It's like if you had a house and you didn't list it on the MLS, it would be an off-book listing or an off-show listing, whatever they call. I'm not a real estate guy. The point is, it happens off-market. There it is, off-market. So you're basically, one broker is buying from another broker. He says, I'll pay this amount. Now, usually they pay a premium. So when coin was $225 a share, and I mentioned it was being purchased on the black market, they were paying $230 a share. So it was trading at 225. They were buying it for 230, and that's why I told you guys I thought it was going up. And I think coin is north of like 242 today, which is probably 8% higher. All right, let's go on. So hopefully you guys understand that. It's like, dark pool. All right, ProShares. This dude wrote something nice about me. So please just take a second to read. He thought I was using a computer. This is what I was mentioning. I love it. It's great. It shows me I'm doing the right thing. Let's get to another slide. All right, this dude, he follows, he's part of the platform. He was using the rules, meaning he used 25% of his money for that purchase. So if he had $1,000, he was going to use $250. When it was down 40%, he did it again. Now he returns on average 14 to 34% per trade. Could he get more? Probably. The point is, you've got to secure profit, and that's what he was doing. He called me a coach, and that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm the coach. You guys are my players, and you guys need to go out and execute. So when I tell you the strategy and I tell you what we're looking at, I'm not telling you, I'm not swinging the bat for you. I'm not pitching the ball for you. What I'm telling you is, here's what you want to do. This dude coming up to bat, he can't hit a slider, so you should throw a slider. But instead of throwing a slider, you're throwing a fastball. So if you're losing in the market, you're just doing the wrong things. You know the game, all right? I'm not saying you don't know the game. If you're losing in the market, it's not your fault. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's go back to me so I can tell you guys. If you're losing in the market right now, it's not your fault. If you go home and you felt bad and you had a tough day and you lost 500 today, 500 yesterday, 500 the day before, you're trading the wrong way. I'm teaching efficiency. It's not about being involved in every single trade. It's not about averaging down every day. If you're down and the market's going down more tomorrow, why would you average down on Wednesday if it's going to go down Thursday? So there was a time when the Dow was beat up like 8 straight days, or China was beat up 8 straight days, and we had people that kept averaging down on the same stocks that were beat up day after day after day. That's not what I'm teaching you guys. When we call the bottom, right? That's when you average down. If you don't have enough time left on your option, then you average out the right way. And I'll give you guys a hint. Episode 37. I had a friend today who reached out to me. I told him, join the platform. I'll give you the lifetime access without actually being a lifetime member. I'll let you see it for a week to see what these people are talking about, okay? The point was, I told him, dude, watch my videos. He's an advisor, a financial advisor. And I said, watch video 3, watch 8, watch 14. I told him 37 was good and 42. They're all good, but I'm giving you guys specific numbers. So if you have 5 hours of your time and you want to get better at what you're doing, right there, it's all about making you more efficient. All right, so I think I've said my piece today. I'd love to get to a couple questions and see where we're at. We still have like a couple minutes left. Oh, please, if you haven't, please give me a thumbs up. It's all analytics. If you want to make a comment. Oh, Alvaro, I remember you, bro. I think you were correct. I said the Dow wouldn't fall 300 points today. It would finish something less than 300. This dude called me out. He said, you're going to be wrong. It was like an hour to market. He was correct. All right, Amazon. So let's check out Amazon real quick. Where is this? Let me see. Okay, Amazon. AMZN. So pins, I can tell you about pins, but let's see. Amazon, all right, so it fell, what, on 7:30, and it hasn't recovered. So we're looking at the 1 month. It's basically consolidating. I mean, it was as high as 3,700. I didn't notice that it fell $400 on earnings. Oh, yes, I did, because every tech play is getting crushed on earnings. It's crazy. Even Etsy, who seemed to beat, crushed. Roku, who beat, crushed. So it doesn't matter what it is. Oh, I saw one stock. It was a return travel stock. What was it? Bookings.com. Their revenue was up. Their earnings were shit. Their earnings were down. Revenue was up, all right? So they're seeing more activity. But they underperformed the estimates. What happened to bookings? It went up. They underperformed. Bookings go up. Other people crush it and get crushed. I don't understand it. It's Wall Street messing with you. So Amazon, it's going to consolidate. Everybody loves Amazon. If tech is going to continue to be strong, meaning if the Delta variant is still out there and prolific and in everybody's face and on the news every day, yes, Amazon is extremely strong. Pins, yes, again, strong. I mentioned this one after it got crushed. Oh, I didn't open it up yet. There it is. So let's look at pins. Pins got crushed so far. It's still been an outflow day. It's basically consolidating. You saw 2 days ago they were seeing was at the bottom. And the only reason I say pins is at the bottom at $60 when I said it was actually at the bottom at like $52 or $55, whatever it went down to, is because it's consolidating nicely and its counterparts, its rivals, the stocks that I have on the watch list next to pins, which I spoke about yesterday on my watch list. So I have pins next to Twitter, next to Snap. What happened to Snap today? Up 5%. Let's see what happened to Twitter today. TWTR. These are things you have to look at. It was an inflow day. It didn't really move all that much. So I'd be watching Twitter. I'd be watching all these companies because they're all going to control Pin's destiny because they're all interrelated. So yeah, I like Pins. I like Amazon. If you have big money and you can wait a while. So if you have big money for Amazon, I would say, hey, buy some January leaps. Amazon's going to move at some point before January and hit 4,000. What is a reverse repo and why does it matter? That's a great question. It's how the government basically supports the economy. But rather than me giving you a shitty definition, which I am 100% sure I would, you might as well Google reverse repo and what it does, because that's what the great thing about the internet. It shares everything, Paul. If I can't do it, here's the strategy. If I can't do something to the perfection, I don't want to do it. So my people sometimes say, hey, talk about this today. And I say, no, I'm an efficiency expert. I'm here to make you the most efficient trader you are. And that's my goal. So anybody that doesn't understand, I'm good at efficiency. I'm good at taking something that takes 5 hours and making it 3 hours. I'm good at understanding a chart to make 30%. I don't know where the stock is going up or down or what the company does or when they have earnings, but I could read a damn chart and I could tell you the market direction. And if I'm right, we could snag that 30%. So that's what I'm teaching you guys. Snag it, pocket it, repeat it. Snag it, pocket it, repeat it. All right, right now I'm making $50 to $100 following Matt's rules. You're a beast, bro, but Matt is spelled with 2 T's. All right, let's get another question, comment. What do I think of Hood? Oh, I'm so glad you guys brought this up. So 2 things I wanted to mention today. I'm getting excited again. Hood, Hood, Robinhood. Terrible company. So shares are locked up. So insiders and people that were involved cannot sell their shares. So what are they doing? They're pumping the shit out of Robinhood. It's a meme stock. That's what it's considered. Wall Street, my friends on Wall Street, I'm like, what is this Hood shit? They're like, oh, Kathy bought something. I'm like, that's not why it's moving. It's up 22%. It made like, 100% today, 50%. Kathy's selling. Unless she's an idiot, she's selling. Kathy, you hear me, Kathy? You should sell your stock. So here's what I think is happening. It's a meme stock. Shares are locked up, so nobody can sell them that are insiders. So there's a lower float, meaning the retail trader like me and you, we could buy that shit and push it up. And that's what they're doing. They're doing an AMC on Hood. Now, here's what I think is going to happen. Here's my Hood strategy, okay? If I'm an institution, I'm going to acquire shares. Now, whenever I know the lockup date is ending, let's just throw a date out there. September 14th, the lockup date's going to end. What am I going to do? I'm going to buy a shitload of puts on like September 10th. And I'm going to have all these shares right here. And then when the lockup date ends and the institutions and the other people are selling their shares in the market, I'm going to unload my shares too. In fact, I might be the one to get the ball rolling. So I'm going to make Hood look like shit. When it's $80, I'm going to send it back to 33. And those put contracts would be worth a fortune. So ask yourself when the lockup period ends for Hood. And that's what I'd be paying attention to. Okay, let's get another question. Oh, I want to tell you guys something about the market. You know why the Dow got hurt today? I didn't mention this earlier. You know what the numbers this morning, the job numbers were? They were estimated to come in at like 650,000 or something like that. You know where they came in? Closer to 300 and something thousand, 375, 364, whatever it is. You're expecting 600,000 new jobs, and there's only 300 and something thousand new jobs. Damn straight the market was going to sell. I don't know how I missed that this morning. And then I got fooled because I said Boeing was going to be my tracker today. So I pick a stock and it tracks the Dow for me, okay? Boeing and Win. Win threw up. Boeing had a huge spike. So I said casinos might get that huge spike. So the market tricked me because Boeing trickled down. F Boeing. Okay, let's get another question up there. All right, CLX. After earnings. So I didn't see it had earnings. There's so many earnings out. So I don't know what the earnings are. But again, Wall Street does their own thing, and they seem to be selling everybody off. All right, earnings were... No, it looks like earnings were 722. CLX. Oh, CLX. Clorox. Oh, not CLF. Yeah, I don't know about Clorox. Oh, you know why I would stay the hell away from Clorox? I'll tell you why. Jim Cramer thinks Clorox is amazing. He thinks it's a steal. It's the best thing ever. Now, I will tell you, there's been huge inflow. So he will be right here. Institutions are buying the shit out of it. I don't know what top dollar they're going to pay. I don't think they'll pay more than 168. So I don't see it going past 170 anytime in the next soon. I think it's going to just trickle around there. I'd be very cautious. I think you'll pay too much money for the IV on those options. But yeah, eventually it'll recover. Let's look at a longer chart here. Actually, it looks like shit for a long time. But again, there was major inflow today, so maybe they're calling the bottom at 165. Let's keep in mind, this stock was as high as 236. So yeah, maybe a starter position, something to test the waters where you can keep track of it and follow along. All right, let's get a couple more questions. And please, guys, if you're new here, subscribe to the platform, all right? Not the platform. Subscribe to YouTube. I'm here every day at 4:30. Tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about charts. All right, I was going to do that today, but so many people said, dude, your small account's doing great. Why aren't you giving out your small account trades? And here's the reason why. If I tweet or I make a posting about a small account, hey, I just entered this position. If I decide to sell, I'm going to sell right before and get out and save my money. Then if I go on my platform and be like, hey, I just sold at 70 cents. I changed my mind. It looks like shit. Then some people go, oh, man, now I'm in it. It's 40 cents. I'm down 40%. What the hell should I do? So now I'm focusing on Joe, who's down 40%. Then Susan says, hey, is this a good time to buy? I missed the actual alert. And I'm like, no, Susan, we're down 40%. Well, I'm not. Well, Joe is. And then somebody else goes, I didn't get as bad as Joe, but my name is Chris, and I got in, and I'm down 20%. What the hell do I do? And I go, I don't know. I sold my position. So all the stress and aggravation from creating something that's going to help you guys, which is a small account challenge, turns into a big mess. And then it takes away from me giving time to my platform or my lifetime member chat. I don't get to participate because I'm answering questions about a position that I decided was shitty 5 minutes after I got into it. So rather than deleting my post, because if I delete the post, people say, hey, I was following your small account challenge. I got in and you deleted the post. Why? And I'll say, oh, because 5 minutes after I decided to sell it. Well, what do? I got involved in that stock. So hopefully you guys understand the amount of time it takes, okay? I stopped with public Twitter. I tweeted out my great gains today or some strategy or, hey, I'm going live on YouTube. But other than that, I'm stopping with public Twitter until more people watch these damn videos because these videos are good content. They're like my after school special. Let's get some more questions. Hit the like button, subscribe. Hey, Matt, what do you think about Facebook? Ooh, dude, I like Facebook. Let's see what Facebook did today. Facebook should have some nice movement. I think it consolidated the other day. Ooh, yes, it did. I didn't even see Facebook move like that today. It had some good inflow. So it was totally sold off when it hit 372. Big sell-off on earnings, big sell-off the next day. Then it consolidated a little and people were buying as it was going down. 2 more selling days. Today, it finally looks like it turned around. So if tech is strong, Facebook is part of the FANG. Facebook will bounce pretty quickly back to 372. If tech sells off, okay? So again, I'm not telling you both markets are going to be strong. I'm telling you if tech sells off tomorrow, you can see Facebook loses $7 that it made today. It'll go back to 350. Okay, so if tech sells off tomorrow, it'll go back. I don't necessarily think tech is selling off. Tech looked damn strong to me today. But again, earnings after hours, Roku disappoints. They didn't have enough user base. So Roku, I think, beat the number. However, it's about how many more users they got and then viewing time. Roku announced they had 1 billion less hours viewed between Q1 and Q2. 1 billion less hours means a lot less ad time. I'm assuming Roku puts ads up there. All right, so yeah, I like your Facebook calls, bro. I'm rooting for you. At what point should you cut your losses? If you're out of funds to average down. Okay, if you're out of funds to average down, then you're not investing the correct way. So even if you have a small account, $1,000, then, Benny, you're in too many positions. If you're in a position, it's $200 here, $200 here. You're in 5 $200 positions and you have no money to average down, then you're not playing the right game. The right game is to be in 1 position, maybe 2 positions, especially if you have a small account, and you better be right about them. That's it. So don't be in 5 positions. Don't have your money so spread out. Be in 1 or 2. Be correct. Secure your profit. Put in for 25%. Less trades are more. Do you understand? It's not trying to get into every trade. That's the thing about a small account or any account. Say you've got 50 grand, or let's say, I know there's a member out there that's trading like 15 million on our platform, and she was down. I won't mention any names. Point is, you don't need to be in 20 different trades. Because something spiked the other day, and I said to her, did you get out? And she said she did not get out. She was too busy. So the point is, she's got 20 trades. She showed me a spread thing once. The point is, you can't. If you're in 2 or 3 trades and you're trading a lot of money, that should be the most important. Your money should be like gold, like life itself. And you don't want to just throw away your life. You don't want to throw away your life. It's important. So please focus. And if you like what you're seeing, watch me tomorrow. And if you like that shit, join my platform for $3.49 a week. I do it so everybody can afford it. Thank you all and have a good night.